Okay, this is a video for Illustrator on how to flatten your logo with the Pathfinder tool. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to have your shapes, and maybe if you have lines or strokes, you want them all visually how you want to see them, whichever layer that they're going to be in, however stacked, like this petal is behind this petal, which is behind that petal. You want to make sure all of that's ready to go, and visually as you see it on the screen is the way you want to see it. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to select all the elements. Whether they're connected or not, you just want to select them. Then we're going to Shift Command G, and we're going to ungroup all that stuff. And I hit it a couple times just to be sure. The next step, we're going to Option drag over to the next area, and we're going to go to Object Expand Appearance. Now here we've got a cluster of 1,000,000,001 points. Once you've done that, we want to go to the Pathfinder tool, Window, Pathfinder, open that up, click Merge. Now, you may feel like you're done, and this element are together, and they're living in holy matrimony. You can see the outline of your piece. Okay, great. Only problem is when you click it, here is a question mark. That means that it doesn't know if it's filled with black or it's filled with white. So if you use your direct selection tool, which is A, you can click on this element and see it's filled with white. So you still have elements inside elements, and you haven't finished the job yet. But that's okay, because we can do it real quick. Okay, so select all your elements again. Now I'm going to drag this over here. So Option, drag, and I've got my connected elements and my non-connected element, which is this circle, which I put here in case you have any elements that aren't connected, which my logo did not have. So let's try to fill this shape with black and see what happens. So we've got black, we fill it. Okay, that's not going to work. You want to be able to have one single object. So we're going to undo that. We are going to click and drag this over here to this step, and we undid the fill, and now we have all the elements selected. Object Expand. Okay, then we're gonna Shift Command G to ungroup all those expanded items. Now, using the black selection tool, which is V, you can individually remove these items. So we can select and delete those. Just hold the Shift key down and select those white elements, and make sure you don't select any of your elements you want to stay, and you'll just delete them. And I'll show you a faster way if you have one piece that's all connected. What I'm doing now is I'm hitting Shift Command left bracket to send this black piece to the back. And you may have to click on the edges of your elements sometimes, because here when I click this, nothing is happening, and here it's working. So just make sure that you're getting these elements out of the way. This is particularly important if your elements are not connected. Now, all of the elements are gone, and you have a flattened shape. Because see how the black is the fill? And if we select all of this in this area, minus that piece, oh, something's still there. Something is still existing that is not part of this shape. So if we could find out what it is, we can get rid of it. And one way to do it is to take the black shape, pull it away, and then select all. So it looks like that circle was what was left. When I undo, that will go back and I can delete this circle because you don't want to move any of your elements. You've just designed the crap out of this thing. So you don't want to nudge anything. So go ahead and delete that. And now test it again. Don't have that selected. Okay, so now everything's filled with black. But when I click on this, that element is all by itself. And what if I move it and now the relationship is off? Okay, undo that. Select both of the elements and unite in the Pathfinder tool. And once you do that, everything is black. You click on this piece, it selects that. You click on this main piece, it selects that. Perfect. Now we're going to fill it just to be sure. Awesome. All right. And that's how you do it. So the only other suggestion, to make it a little bit faster, if all of your elements are connected, and at this stage, I'll just show you, option click, and you are going to, like it says in this step here, expand and then ungroup. So we'll expand it, ungroup it, and then click and pull this away. See, it leaves that, but all those white elements are still there. So then you have your full-fledged object, and you have the ability to fill this with anything you want. So now you can fill with any color, and that works great. So the other thing you can do, I'm just going to go back and undo because I just realized this might be another way to do it. Once I have expanded my appearance and ungrouped, I could click this object and pull it away. And then that leaves behind all the white elements. So I hope that was helpful. Once you do that, you still need to go back in and unite and make that one. And then it can be filled as one element. And it is uneditable, technically, because it is one solid piece. Okay, thanks. Bye.